During the week, I heard on the news when a news broadcast unveiled an officer, I think in a district, I think DCE or something. They asked him, why are you not fixing this public facility that people need to use it? He said, if we fix it now before the election, people will forget, so they won't vote. See how useless, we have useless people leading us. Yes. So they are going to hold the defect of the public facility. When it's close to election, then they will fix it. So people will say, oh, they have done well. Is that the kind of leadership we are looking for? My people, Ghana, it's time for us to rise up with our knowledge.
It's true.
Our ignorance is too high. In fact, Ghana ignorance is ranging between 75 and 80%. Yes, I'm telling you. That is the range of our ignorance. That is why we are getting a lot of response when I started to talk some things in this leadership program. It's sad. Very, very sad. How can we make it as a nation if our genius, Singapore, is a genius nation to us? Because the leader of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, was a child mentor to Dr. Nkrumah. He looks at Nkrumah as his mentor. Even came to Ghana. That is how much he respects Ghanaians and their leader. He wanted a place where they are ahead in developmental leadership so that he can attach himself and learn and develop his small country, Singapore, which was broken out of Malaysia in 1965. When they separated from Malaysia, all they had as a national resources was fish. Fish. That's all they had. But this man is able to transform that nation till he died. He remained working till he died. He never went on retirement. He handed over presidency to young people, and he was the senior minister. He was still in parliament. He had time to go to schools and talk. Because when you don't talk, ignorance grows. That is why I am happy we have internet, so that people can hear me. I'm so happy to get response from Nigeria and other African countries. They are surprised. Today, Singapore has what we call foreign reserve. When they talk about foreign reserve, it's valued in dollars. Because dollar is a currency that is used all over the world. Their foreign reserve is 500 billion plus. $500 billion is lying there. They don't use it. In case they need it, they use it. About 4 or 5, 6 years ago, I checked their military budget. It was $15 billion. Ghana was busy begging for $3 billion, and they were giving us in pieces. Singapore, that is our genius, their military budget alone was $15 billion. Only the military collect and spend on what you need. Why are we behaving like this? The Deputy Commissioner of SHRAG has released the report that every year Ghana loses $3 billion in corruption and mismanagement. $3 billion every year. So if a new government comes in, their term 4 years, we have lost how much? $12 billion. Because every year. So corruption and mismanagement is very important when we come to leadership. That is the most important thing. So like if our leaders are wise, when you come into power, you put somebody who is to check corruption, somebody you know personally. And you know the person will not even pardon you yourself. I remember when Obasanjo was in power as a president. He had some minister of Abuja, state territory of Abuja. He was in charge of construction. Then some government officials came to complain to him as the president that Rauf, that man was called Rauf something, that he has pulled down our house. He said, me myself, he doesn't listen to me. So the people have no hope. The president, he said, me myself, I have sent for him several times, he won't come. Because he knows I'm going to ask him, why did you put somebody's building down? The moment you don't have the right document, he will bring the house down. And he brought law and order in Abuja. You see, when it comes to corruption, that is the kind of people you put in charge. And Ghana has a lot of them. Those of you who remember Rawlings' time, even Rawlings, that people fear him. Circle, there was a man called Amankwa. People fear him more than Rawlings. True. Some of you are young, you don't know. No matter how you are walking by heart, when you reach Circle, you apply brakes and walk in order. It's true. Because if you walk wrongly, you will regret. They will get you and give you work to do. After you have finished the work, they will lash you and tell you, don't do what you did. Unfortunately, he dealt with some old man who was sick and the man died. That's how he got into trouble. Human beings sometimes need hard conditions. It's true. Remember Jesus, when he entered the temple, he saw that no, this is not the time to talk. This is the time to do action. I don't know where he got the cane from. Whether he commanded a cane and heaven sent the cane. The Bible says, spare the rod to a child. I didn't know the Bible can spare not the rod to on adults. Jesus didn't even tell us, so he applied it. Human beings are stubborn. Human beings, they are stubborn.